card.
I already started my game, bro.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm about to post it.
I'm on
I don't know how Jalen Hurts gonna do. We gonna see. Kinda scared, my dude. Man, fuck you, DeMarcus. You could have had the shine like, but your bitch ass was hesitating and shit about pulling the trigger.
I can't wait to see what you could do with Jalen Hurts, though.
I don't know. I'm nervous. Man.
Jalen Hurts not bad though. I'm telling you, that nigga don't. I'm telling you, Jalen Hurts is like Lamar Jackson, bro. I didn't know he had 88 speed. I can't wait till I get this white quarterback I got.
He's gonna get a skateboard.
JC said he gonna get a skateboard.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
This whole D-line.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I told you should have got the big look good just to beef up your D-line.
Ready, 95-56. Watch left, tight end to the right, tight end left.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the...
I posted stream.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Why you already tied up in one play, dog? Come on. God, no way. I do not like this.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Open man Taylor Gabriel. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for his Saints' 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 12 yards there, good for his Saints' 1st down.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure.
Yeah, do that.
We're here the underdogs, and you're playing on the road. You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November 2015.
The Kenny ball got no movement, bro. It should have been a pig. That should have been a pig.
Down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? 28. Check 41.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Hey, how's the graphic?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'll watch them.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Johnson on its punt free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Who was at the fumble?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. A screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
My bad.
Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's Stills bringing it in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Boy, really working in on FaceTime, bro.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
56, Mike.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this one is right down Broadway. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. About guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game.
Dude, no, he didn't. He did it to me, bro. This dude's double team.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Breeze. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Come on, Jalen. We need you.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They match protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
You need to start driving, bro. Instead of chucking, you really should have juked.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
85 yards.
I'm going to keep nickel and diming, dog. I get my opposite.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
At least I got me a fucking lineman, though.
Please might be open if you have time to pass.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They'll look to throw now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right.
Ooh, Jalen Hurts is so
football, trying to buy a little time, and just tuck it and go down. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You need to press LT.
I did.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Binds under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
I just got different plays, buddy.
So you don't
need something from deep in the bag
like
of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Because I thought his Madden rolls. We know how Madden rolls.
If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line.
We get a
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Brees going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Breeze now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On play action, now Breeze. That's complete to Sanders.
That's 2 times this game, bro. That's 2 times this game, bro. That's 2 times this game. They don't give you the pick.
Up there, 26
That's 2
yards.
times.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys
That's
up
twice
front
already.
buying that time? Yeah, that's
does.
exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Here's Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. A good pick up there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Breeze now to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So we're at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Oh, my God. We're forced. We just hold a block.
Than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Play 56.
He'll drop to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Keep going because
the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part,
dude,
not nearly
that should be
as
another
emotional.
pick, bro. I'm
A lot
sorry,
more
bro.
clinical.
My players are not
Every now and then,
reacting.
they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
I'm about to quit, bro. They don't want me to win this game. They don't want me to win this game, bro. I'm sorry. Three missed interceptions.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 41.
I'm sorry, bro.
Touchdown, defense. 5-9. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 27.
It ain't over, bro. You gotta start thinking about what happened on the previous.
Bro, they don't want me to win this game. I'm serious. All the bullshit. Everything's going in this nigga's favor, bro. All good, bro.
Ready?
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mike. Ready? You ready? Check 55, Mike. Watch twist.
On second down now, it's Murray.
Look at this.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they didn't want me to
week
win
1 of the
this
season.
You're gonna have to do it, don't you?
Because
They want me to win this game.
A lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity
They
and
didn't
the
want me to
speed
win this
really
game, bro.
ratchets
This
up
all
on
good. I
opening.
understand, Maddie.
Ready? Bring
I understand.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I would have
Good
faced
on
Allen,
the
bro.
extra point. And the lead is up to 18
I should have
now.
had 3 picks. And every time I had a third down, I get a face mask, bro.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
He was so lucky. He does his bullshit right here where he kicks it to your fucking team.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 66 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. Now Breeze.
I can't get a pick to save my life, bro.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I'm not getting no animation.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy. Easy.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's caught by Garcon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This will be taken very short.
Ooh, ooh. I got a touchdown. I got a kick off return.
Will score. It's a touchdown. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. As his guys are back within a single score.
Did you see that? I know you saw that.
And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. They just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
This fielded at the 2.
Come on,
and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
We're going to try to run the ball.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
41 Mike.
Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. His 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
And y'all cannot block for me.
And he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And
I didn't like he lost.
Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Stills complete.
I fucking got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the
just know I got you.
an injured player.
17,
hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, no,
we fumbled. I'm telling you, they don't want me to win this game. They don't want me to win this game, bro. I'm serious. Everything really gets me this game, bro.
Because you would think there would never be a fumble.
This running back about to get cut. I'm sorry.
And how much they
I think that
practice not
overturned it, bro.
fumbling.
Thank you. Because I had everything go against me this
You would think
game.
no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Bro. They didn't want me to win this game, bro. Gotta fucking fight for this game. I need y'all to block for your Lord. Jesus.
56 is the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion.
You gotta block for me.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Number 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw.
And we get
escaping. He goes down.
Who are y'all blocking?
Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The man didn't even get blocked, bro.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I don't know who y'all blocking, but we got this play. That was a block. Golly, y'all let this be come in scot-free.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw.
Can you let me throw it?
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Wake, and that will force a turnover on downs.
I told you to put his shortstop on single too. That's literally that's
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm not supposed to put out my foot. I want to make sure I can do. I'm going to run the ball.
Ready? 5-9. Right here. 41 Mike. Go on. Come on, D.
Oh, they pushed him towards the 1st down, bro.
First down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.
You click on the person but not hitting square.
So for the Saints, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
There's nobody even in this gap here. I don't even see you looking. There's nobody in this gap. Get a freelance. I would have had fucking the Texans O-line. Lead it. There's not even anybody in this gap. So why are you even looking to the right? You got someone to the left of you. You don't even look to your... Larry Council got his ass whooped, bro. I don't even know what's going on with him. Even on the next side, he got his ass whooped. What is that? Okay. I want to stop broadcasting. Oh, there's a... Deserve to lose trading Deshaun Watson. Fuck you, nigga.